Hey Nerd Fam, and welcome back to our exclusive CES coverage with Dell Technologies. My name's Savannah Peterson. Very excited to be having a conversation next that everyone has been dying to have, I think, ever since announcements were made last year. Dell's bringing XPS back, and everyone is excited. Who better to tell us than Michelle? Thank you for coming to hang out today.
Yeah, anytime. You make this easy. I'm very, very excited to bring XPS back to you guys. We have heard so much about how much this brand means to folks. And, you know, I think it was a year ago when we were like, we're going to commit, but it's just going to be a different name. And it didn't go over super well. And we were like, we heard you. We can listen. We can do it better. We saw in the research, we underestimated the passion folks had for the brand of XPS. So
yeah,
we're excited.
So
here we are. Yeah,
I love that. So talk to me a little bit about what those conversations were like. I was in the room last year when you made the announcement. I heard the groans. But there's generally a little resistance when there's any branding updates. But clearly your community is so passionate about XPS. What did they say that catalyzed you to actually make the decision to return the line?
Yeah, I think there was really like three things we looked at. It was analyst, press, feedback, influencers. We heard you guys last year. Okay, they're still saying it a year later. Like, let's listen to that, right? Number two was search data. Honestly, like, it was, if you're in a room and you're trying to convince folks that brand is important, the number one still to this day searched Dell term is XPS. And so we're like, cool. Well, they say SEO is a big deal. Right. So let's not ignore it.
Yeah.
And then three was really like, as we're looking at our product portfolio and we're like, this commitment to consumer and really innovation, it's like, how did you get rid of the brand that stood for those things?
Yeah.
So like, let's dive in. Let's bring that back.
And it's such a premium product. XPS has always stood for the highest quality in laptops for a long time now. So tell me about what consumers can expect this year and how can they get their hands on these new machines. You've got a couple models coming out, right?
Yes. So we have an XPS 14 and 16 here in the U.S. You can go early order one today. So everyone, Dell.com, my plug. You guys go do that. And really, it is the most improved XPS we've had. Our 14 is a half-pound lighter than it was a year ago. Our 16 is a pound and a half lighter. It's so thin. It's got
a dramatic decrease, just to call that out.
It is. Like a pound and a half is a lot of weight. And really, it has the craftsmanship that, like, you have to get your hands on it to even appreciate it. There are no vents. Everything is seamless. They're one-handed opening. Like, it is truly something that, like, I want to walk around with and be like, look how sexy my computer is.
I was just going to say it's sexy. I'm glad you used that lexicon. The keyboard's also really lovely. There's a lot of details that went into the design, I noticed when I was playing around with it, that show that you've thought about that feeling, that quality feeling from every keystroke all the way to what's inside. What are some of the things that you have loved learning about from the community in the ways that people use their XPS? Any fun use cases?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're seeing more and more, the creator is on the go and I don't have my charger. And I know this is like a tale as old as time. Battery life, we're seeing it. But folks are like, we're on a plane for 24 hours and I want to be accomplishing all of the things. And how many times you're on an airplane, like your plug doesn't work?
Right.
You're like, great, what do we do now, right?
Right.
And so we don't have to worry about the XPS. You can actually work on this system with your 24 hours of battery life, which is really like leaps and bounds of like what we could do before, and you can do it all faster.
Yeah, you can. And the battery life, this has been the thing that I've actually been the most impressed with Dell across your portfolio of PCs over the last year and a half or so, is that battery life. It's, when we say 24 hours, I think most people think of a day. The reality is most people only use their laptop, 7 to 9 hours a day. So you're getting almost, the better part of a week off one charge. That means you can be creating literally anywhere and still having that quality experience without having to plug in or even think about it. I mean, it's incredibly impressive. I bet it's something that you like. Let's talk a little bit about, there's 2 different models where I can trade off some of my features for longer battery life, right? Tell us about that.
Yes. So based on the screen, so we have an OLED screen and a 2K screen. The OLED screen will give you your brightest colors, that most immersive experience. It all has the infinity edge. It's absolutely stunning. But the 2K screen is also beautiful, while we have plugged in the background some battery saving technology. So it's the first variable refresh rate computer you'll find out there. So what I mean by that is, like, if you are checking email, it all moves down to 1 hertz. If we are now streaming, we have 120 hertz. And like, you're not going to notice all this is happening. All you're seeing is your beautiful 2K screen, and your battery life is still 8 hours, right? Like, so I think that just like making the ease of use so seamless.
And it makes sense. I mean, variable refresh, it's not something I thought about until today, honestly, until we started, I'm serious, until we started talking about it and I was getting the demo and I thought, oh my gosh, that's so smart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, you're not just innovating in terms of memory or RAM or the things that we used to talk about innovation when it came to PCs and just specific compute. That compute is getting smarter. And that's really exciting. Do you think that everyone is going to be mobbing you throughout the course of the show at CES because they're so excited to see their XPS?
I hope so. And I've completely forgot my chargers, but like, it's going to work no matter where I am, which will be great. But yeah, I think that it is so cool, and I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, the energy, you can tell everyone's excited. And
I know, like, when, last year when we got groans, this year we got cheers.
Yeah.
And you're like, great. Hey. I was like, we love to hear that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You and the team have done a really great job and done this very quick. I mean, hardware development life cycles on a good year back in the day, it had to be at least 9 months. It was like getting the baby out, let alone, for you to get this feedback, bring the line back, put that logo front and center right on the front.
Yes.
She is sexy.
Which we've never done before. Like, that was also, like a conversation and just hey, if we're going to do it, let's like really do it. Let's go back to CES.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to walk down the strip and see like the giant 3D XPS ads because they look fantastic.
Ooh, I can't wait to see them.
Go check them out.
Yeah,
they're amazing. And so we're doing that also like globally and just like truly investing in not only the product but the marketing and making sure we can all see and experience this.
There definitely is a newfound, there was always love for the consumer, but I feel like there's a real focus on consumer right now at Dell, and it's refreshing.
Yeah.
It's good to see that energy back. Last question for you, Michelle. What do you wish, if there was one thing you could wave a magic wand and everybody in the world knew this thing about Dell, what would that thing be?
I think right now, and what we're really pushing everyone to like truly trust us is we are a listening organization, and we have learned, we have pivoted, and like so keep your feedback coming. Because like that is what we will, you never know, you could complain about something or suggest something great and like you'll see it in the next set of product lines, right? Like I really want folks to know like we're putting the consumer, the customer first. Give us your feedback, and we take it very seriously.
Yeah, I love that. Well, and you're listening, even sitting here talking to me right now. No, it's definitely a thing. Michelle, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you, Savannah. This has been great.
Yes, and congratulations to you and the team on bringing back the fan favorite.
Okay.
I think it was definitely the right call.
Good.
Thank all of you for tuning in to our fantastic coverage here at CES 2026 in Las Vegas, Nevada. My name is Savannah Peterson. You're watching theCUBE, the leading source for enterprise tech news.